All right, so today's basically unboxing what I got today is the Fugoo Tough XL. Now, overall, the waterproof, 35-hour battery life, 360 sound all around, basically drew me to the speaker. I already had the UE Boom, the UE Mega Boom, basically as gifts that were given to me, so I didn't just go out and buy them. But I already actually had the Fugoo Tough, the smaller one that I bought for myself, for my own money. Overall, this pretty much lasted me. It still actually works, but as you can see, it's pretty much done as far as the outer shell. I ran it over like 6 times just to test it. It still works perfectly fine, but I don't really trust it underwater anymore. But overall, it still works. 40 hours of battery life. But it's saying the bigger one goes to 35. I mean, that's still better than the UE Boom I have, the UE Mega Boom. I have the JBL. I purchased this from Best Buy also, so I had a lot of gift cards saved up. It is a hefty price, $330 for this, but if I had to pick between the UE Mega Boom and this, if I could spare the space, I'd pick this, but you really got to take a look at the size difference on this. You really got to take a look at the size difference. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, they say this is an XL, but I've actually held the XL style in person. And the XL style, I would call that a large. This is really an XXXL. Like, the size of my hands are pretty decent. I have pretty decent sized hands, but this is pretty hefty. This is like, I'd say a couple tablets, a good amount of tablets, and as heavy as a 17-inch laptop, to be honest. I'd say it's as heavy as like 2 17-inch laptops. So, I mean, it's overall, I mean, it'll be a good speaker. I probably won't run it over like I did with this one and ruined it and popped out the metal piece right there. But overall, I still have it in the snow upcoming winter. But basically got the packet right here. I normally don't read any packets for anything I get. But with all the new buttons they added to the top, the 2-3 new buttons they added to the top, it's a good chance I'll be actually looking at the buttons and instructions. I know they have software updates. I'll actually look through that later. They had the aux cord. I like the quality of all the cords they send with it. They don't only send like 1 to 2, but then they send you a charge cable. But the quality, everything they make is pretty much all through them. That's kind of like what I like about the company. And here's the tool. Take apart the shell. I'm never taking this shell off, because once you start to take the shell off, you have to realign everything to get it pieced back together. And I normally don't just go around slamming $300 speakers or anything I get that's over like 50, but I pretty much dropped the smaller one. I've thrown it off my roof like 5 to 6 times, ran it over 5 to 6 times, so I'm not really worried about damaging this one. But overall, I mean, I have no doubt that this would be just as good, if not better. I plan on having it at a lot of parties. I know I'm gonna get a lot of crazy looks, but overall,
Speaker is on. Pairing mode. Use the Bluetooth settings on your device to connect.
The voice, everything, the build quality, everything about this speaker is 100% as advertised. Normally, you don't really get that in the speaker. You know, they say this and that about battery life. The UE Boom has good battery life, but that's only like 8 to 9 hours, to be honest. But the way I play music, it lasts me about 5 to 7 hours tops. It's not because I'm blasting it, but overall this, even when you blast it, it becomes slightly distorted. But if you're telling me I could have almost max volume and still get 30 hours of battery life minimum, then I'm pretty much gonna go for it. I'll be testing this later, throwing it in the pool, snow. I don't know about fire. I'm not about to be doing that with this, but overall, this is gonna be a great speaker.